Evening all, how are we doing? Oh, we're all having a good one, having a good week and such. Ah, it is warm today. What are we looking at right now? According to my computer, it's 23 degrees at the moment, which for this time of night is bloody sweltering. Likely to stay about this warm for a while. Yeah, humidity's climbing a little bit in the evening as well. It's not been too bad today. It was very hot earlier, like 28 I think we peaked at today. Yeah, so I made a cold drink, put a load of ice cubes in it. They're more than half melted, and it's... Let's see, how long? About 4 minutes later, yeah. It is rather warm. So I've got my fan running underneath the desk. Hopefully I'll be cool enough. But we'll have to crack on, I think, and not overly draw things out tonight, because otherwise I may dissolve into a puddle. Or melt into a puddle, rather. So, let's get things rolling. Unifeline, Henry and James, how are we doing? Hope you're well. Awesome, glad you like the cabin. I'm quite pleased with how it came out. We'll be hanging out in there in a bit. With Wukong on a weekend deal, apparently. Don't know that one. It might be Ninja Gaiden, maybe, but it might be something else. As usual, Steam weekend sales on. Yes, we're going to jump in and play a little bit of S76. Should be good. Bash through some challenges and the like. I decided not to stream last night because well, I've had the day off. It was lovely. Not quite as hot as today. Still lovely. And I thought, you know, well, we both got the opportunity. I'll get my video done and then we'll just have an evening, you know, a day. And make most of the opportunity while it's there. And we did. And it was nice and stuff. Lots of 4th of July stuff that's like 2-3 weeks early, which is weird, but okay. Timing's a bit strange. Still. If you're into your red, white and blue, lots of it available. A couple of new bits and pieces. Nuka Cola machine. Reskin popcorn machine. Southern Stripes canopy is a reskin of a canopy, but still. Patriotic paint for the 79 Bloop Tube. is an interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen a player use that, so I'm sure somebody would put the time and effort into making it. Birthday bash stuff. Not sure that's worth shelling out for to me, to be honest. But if you're into that. Algon Ghoul, it's less appealing, to be honest. Can't remember what the birthday cake does, actually. Free scrap kit, don't care about that. Harmony wallpaper. 150. Not sure about this, but I think I might grab it anyway. 150 is not bad. I'm going to have the scrap kit. Let's get a rolling. Yeah, I've been getting on okay with the update so far. I've been reasonably enjoying it. Looking forward to diving in. Kind of run out of stuff that I majorly want to make content on at the moment, so we're going to have a lull again. We'll see what happens. Nice to have an announcement fairly soon about the PTS opening up for the next update, but no word on that yet. It's a building overhaul. So what else might be there I'm curious about beyond that, but primarily that's going to be the main focus of the update. Should be cool though. Still annoyed. I took that picture of that particular fire because it's a spot Bethesda to put the fire in, and we can't do that. It's very, very annoying. Can't even merge stuff in there really, I don't think. And for some reason I don't have that fire. I keep thinking this regularly, but I don't, and it's annoying. Right, need to find something to do with all this bullion as well. There's my camp spawning in. I am rather fond of this place. Haven't had much time to hang out here yet. There's my Collectron doing his thing. Now then. Plan today is the usual stuff. Mostly challenges, bit of fishing, that sort of thing. Yeah, we should have thunderstorm weather available but not turned on right now. Here's my crafting space that I'm really happy with. It's definitely my favourite part of the camp. Frame rate's a bit of a problem. There's a lot of detail, plus the lighting as well. Yeah, put the that switch in because it's the only one that I can actually get to wire up without being ridiculous. So there's a wire there that's in the right spot. Huh. I can't. Nope, I can't get a hold of it. I guess there's is then. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't even think I have anything in there, do I? A few things I could put in there, though. As well. Yeah, I like this place. Head on inside. Full tour on the channel, or full build video on the channel if you want to check it out. I didn't really show this very well in the build. You see there's a chain link in the windows. I did try putting actual glass in there using the technique that we used recently, but it did not go well. It looked bloody awful. Well, it looked bloody awful from the inside. It looked great from the outside, but inside it was terrible. So yeah, and I got my little entirely decorative greenhouse here. Not there because I actually need it. Bedroom. Oh yeah, still haven't moved those bloody tables back. Let's do that. Yeah, getting this My Alert plushie in. He jumps up to the top. You see the railings at the top there. So I had to merge him down, which meant taking everything out and puffing around. Go through the curtain door. Here is my entryway and brewing room. So yeah, quite happy with this one. I really like this. Like checking out the good fishing camps. Yeah, I haven't seen many on best builds yet, but we'll see what comes up. Haven't been able to play 76 in a couple of months. And you can see they've been rough if you joined in for it. Definitely want to dive in. There's the last couple of updates pretty good. Been enjoying them. Ew, let us... Yeah, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. Yeah, antiseptic's a bit annoying. Consume chems, yep. Consume a vintage alcoholic beverage I won't do, I think. Springs will be easy enough. Daily challenge should be easy enough as well. We're here. Defense, appliance, or crafting items. Can do that, I'd rather not. Collect pre-war food, that's annoying as well. So we're going to have to use a re-roller somewhere because I'm not happy with a whole bunch of this. Collect soap's easy. Collecting pre-war food. Man. Can do some of this. Was there a camp type thing somewhere here? No, there wasn't, just on the weeklies, isn't it? Daily ops, I'm not doing that either. So I guess we have to do a thing around this. Definitely not doing that. Crippling human heads, I can do. It's annoying. Honey beasts, do that. It's annoying. So robots, Nuka-Cola Wild. That's going to be specifically annoying. Cooked meals. Yeah, I can do that probably. Kill a super mutant with a rifle. That's not going to happen either. Heck. Bunch of shite challenges this time around. Looks like I've got some unwanted guests as well.
You and I together like excess adhesive.
Yeah, it's a little fishing spot. I do like this spot. Crouch down to actually get to the water, but you can do it. Yeah, I could have made put the dock a little bit lower, but then there'd have been a not very good step there. I don't know, if I load it down, smash the dock, I don't know if I can actually, and then snap steps through it maybe, that might work. Where did I put this over here, didn't I? I think make sure I've got the right thing on there. So there was cooked meals, wasn't there, on there? Yeah, there was. Go craft a quick cooked meal because I grabbed a bit of stuff there. Oh, a couple more visitors apparently. Anybody else? Right. Ease up a tiny little bit. Trying to use the pier, but it's been glitchy. It can be a bit finicky at times. If you use it in this kind of context, it tends to work alright. Just place it down and then pick it up and move it into place. That works just fine for me, but beyond that, it could definitely get a bit more problematic, I think. Right, so let's start at least. Cake, pies, and candy. I've got a stash box in here. Somewhere, I'm sure, but... There's one. How much candy do I need? 10. Apparently I already had some on me. Going in here then. Cool. Let me just check a thing quickly, because I just thought... you are no longer busted, are you? Wonderful. Excellent. Idiot chaining, it is good stuff. Yeah. It's usually in a Halloween bundle. It was where I got it. I don't know if it's still in that bundle, though. Bethesda support is a good way to go if you don't want to wait and twiddly thumbs, though. Do I just do random camp builds, or do people submit requests? Right. So I generally just do whatever strikes my fancy at whatever time, inspiration being what it is. I am open to hearing ideas, but it very much comes with a stipulation of no promises. It's a case of if it appeals to me and at a time when it sort of feels like something I want to do. I've got a couple of things written down I think were suggestions, but I haven't got round to them yet. So, yeah, it's very much not opposed to suggestions, but we'll see if I want to do it. Depends on the suggestion as well. Chems, antiseptic springs, more small miners, workshop stuff, cooked meal, robots. I feel like there's one missing from there. Select people food. No, I just skip past it. That's okay. Take a short jaunt off to the north, shall we? Actually, we'll go out the back door because I'll check my loadout is correct. It is. Wonderful. Oh, the outside build area thing. Yeah, I've had that happen with a few things and not just the pier recently. I think it's a weird bug. Might have been the pier, I don't know. I'm now questioning my recollection. But yes, I've definitely run into that issue recently. Could have been the pier, actually. Although I think it was more when I was trying to use a blueprint with it, rather than when I was trying to place it in general. I think that might have been more of the issue. No worries, sweetheart. How you doing? Are you alright? And the right thing, that's what I want. And there's another one all the way down here. Evening, Steve. Trying to herd cats. Oh, good luck with that. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was slightly late off the mark today. I know I set a later start time, for 1:30, but for a couple of reasons. Partly because I started my dinner late, started cooking my dinner late, and partly because it's so darn hot. I was hoping the temperature might dip a little bit. It made a negligible difference, I have to admit. But the other reason was I ended up with a cat sitting on my knee just before I was due to start. And yeah, one does not simply remove the cat from your knee when it's being very, very adorable about it. She was kind of wrapping a paw over the end of my knee and holding on while she was sitting there. It was ridiculously adorable. Game's being annoying. Actually, not the game really, it's Logitech software that's being annoying. to be exact. No, Paul, lurking too. Oh, always appreciated. I hope everybody's having a good one. Considering it's been very, very hot today, it's been on the more pleasant end with it, I think. Very low humidity, at least by UK standards today. Although it's gone up a bit this evening, but in general, it's been really low humidity, at least here, so that certainly helps with making it a bit more bearable. Game, I lack the words to express just how little I give a shit about the intersection. What's the other thing I needed? Defense appliance or crafting items. Well, defenses are going to be the way. Or actually anything in here that doesn't cost much. 4 steel, that's one I want. 4 lead, definitely one I want. Wood and steel. 2 wood, that works for me. That's interesting to know about. Can I get one on top of there? That's a useful little revelation. I mean, I can't build this high, but hey, well, I can, but you know. Don't know if I'll have the occasion to actually take advantage of that, but the fact you can stack picket fence posts is nice to know. That's interesting. Name rings a bell actually, that Steve, but I'm not sure where it is. Penine somewhere? Or Peak District? It says with a big old question mark. Yeah, it looks like you may be having a big old shindig. Make the most of it. Keep an eye on the weather and try and pick a day when it's nice but not bloody sweltering. Yeah, we went out yesterday, sat in a beer garden, and I've got, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see that. Quite a bit of sunburn. I don't know why there's a random patch that didn't burn, though. No idea, but still, yeah. Extensive sunburn just on the arm, because that was the side that was facing the sun. I forgot to put any sun cream on. It's not sore, it's just bright bloody pink, innit? Well, the problems with a melee build, one of them, is that Mirelurk shells are really hard to work around because you can quite easily hit other body parts with a firearm. It's considerably more challenging to do with accurately and reliably with a yeah, a weapon that for the most part wants to swing vertically. Especially when the only vulnerable areas really are really low down. Just kind of crouch and if possible catch them on a hill like that. Throw grenades, that also works. Or and if they don't run away from them. You can hit the arms and stuff on the legs, it's not so bad, but because the shell's so bloody huge. It's cool design though, as creature designs go. Nice. Yeah, I thought it might be. 30 this Saturday, yeah. Yeah. If you can do it without you know, causing trouble and making a mess, barbecues and the like will be pretty amazing as well. I'm hoping the good weather, well, I'm hoping for good weather this weekend, the weekend after myself. Well, to be honest, the whole time in between, as long as it's not, you know, horribly sweaty, will be fine. Once I've got these lurkies dead, I must text the missus. Whilst I think of it. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, biggie bastard? Rusty crustacean. One more somewhere, not very far away. Wasn't as good a throw as I was hoping for, but hey, could be worse. Now then, haven't tried being a ghoul. I am a fan. It's especially good if you're going for a melee build. Try a feral ghoul with all the melee advantages that entails at the moment. Which is quite cool. I'm actually kind of considering, after about 4 months of this, mixing things up again, but I need a few more levels before I can do that. So I can, yeah, if I can rack up a bunch more levels, then I'll have the perks to switch over with. But then it'll take me a very long time before I can do it again, so I better make the right decision. Ho hum, ho hum. Right, need to eat a lot of cooked meals, don't I? So that's on that. A little bit of delay on things as usual. There's some bits to get scrap in there. Actually, there's... Oh, that makes my life a little bit easier, doesn't it? One thing done that I didn't think of that I needed to do, or several things rather. Oh, I forgot to put the score booster on. Yeah, we might as well do that. The last one, for now. I can, you know, I'll do some more challenges tomorrow maybe, and do tomorrow's dailies or something like that. And if I do them early enough, assuming I remember, I can get the benefits of the score boost for that. So I need to eat cooked meals. Let's do that. How many do I need now? 4. Cool. More rats, more miners, robots, soap, Pre-war food we're on. Adhesive. 15 adhesive might actually be a little bit challenging to do. It's going to be a little bit difficult, that. Honeybees, human heads. There's going to be some annoying ones in there. Let's start with going some honeybeasts. Change my loadout before I do that. Three cars and 14 people. Yeah, that could be challenging. I mean, it's technically doable. 3 cars and 14 people. Depends on the size of the cars, I suppose, but... Yeah, well, you're not... Depends how far people have to drive as well. I don't imagine it's particularly far from where I recall you being, but... Even so... Make sure you take plenty of water. All within an hour. Yeah, as long as you haven't got anybody with serious travel sickness crammed into the middle seat in the back, you'll be fine. Him. Okay. Right, next stop. Think about where the heck I'm going to find some more honeybeasts. I don't know right now. Might do though. Let's go and get some rivets. You're in the front passenger seat. That's not so bad. They wouldn't let you drive. Yeah. Well, driving's fine. I can do with the front passenger seat as well. When I end up in the back of a car, that's when I start to have problems. Not very often I feel sick, although I actually did not that long ago for the first time in ages. Yeah, that was not good. She had to stop and get out. Yep. We need a lay-by. Yes, it is quite a lot. Went quite well. Feral ghoul with a plasma cutter build, though, is ridiculously overpowered. Most of the time. It's not quite so overpowered against bosses and the like, but For that, I have Auto X, which is also ridiculous, but yeah. Although the margin is kind of weird when you look at sort of general combat, usual running and gunning and stuff like this. Using the Auto X doesn't really make a great deal of difference compared to using the plasma cutter. Just because, yeah, once you cross a certain level of damage output, you're just academic, really, for most things. The boss fights is where it starts to show up a bit more.
We can still be friends when this is all over.
Commencing attack on hostile target.
Yeah, so 10 more, 9 more.
I calculate your chance of success to be, well, I don't want to be morbid.
What? Right through the freaking wall? That's not reasonable. Jetpack boost up there, get the job done. How do I deal with scorched beasts? I wait for them to land. The short answer. Not a particularly surprising or profound answer, I don't think, that one, but it is accurate. IP. Dum-dum-dum. Human heads. Yeah, we start with human heads around here somewhere, can't we? Ah, elbow's itchy. Have something to do with the sunburn, but oh, it's fine. By that feeling, it probably was. Yes, it is the main Achilles heel of this particular build is distance. I mean, with Scorched Beasts in general, you're best off waiting for them to land anyway. It doesn't matter what your build is, because they have damage resistance when they're in the air. That goes away when they land, so you can just do more damage as soon as they hit the ground anyway. Oh, heads. Who do you think I am? Pants? You want your asshole covering? Put some trousers on. You had some that never landed? I've never really had any problems with that, but I guess I'd just walk away. Sooner or later they'll stop following you. Decent, I think I needed, didn't I? Wood. Piece of wood. None of that can be found there, but hey, it's alright. He moved. How does that not count? I blatantly whacked him in the head and they exploded. If that's not crippling the head, ooh, cool table though. That's a piece I've used countless times in Fallout 4, flipped sideways to make a table. The devs using their ingenuity. To be fair, they do quite a lot. That was a head hit. Arm? Arm? Was his head? I saw it hit his head. Fuck you. Need your mother. With a cactus. I'm annoyed. I'm bothered, to be honest. I'm mildly disappointed. Ooh, that nearly ended poorly.
I promise I won't hurt you.
Can't make the same promise to you, dickhead. Where are you? Where are you, little scrotter? Oh, there you are.
My favorite arm.
I want to know why that one's his favourite arm. Well, it didn't go the way I wanted it to. Damn, it's getting warm. I got one fucking head out of that. Rage inducing. Evening all, how are we doing? Thank you very much for the raid addiction. Well, come on in everybody, hope you're well. It kind of flew past me without me really seeing it. Makes me wonder what the hell's going on with, probably I need to update my stream elements, which is at a guess, but yeah, anyway. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everybody's had a good evening, had a good stream over there. Welcome on in. I'm getting increasingly annoyed at Fallout because I can't successfully hit somebody in the head with a big stick. It's slightly melting because it is very, very hot.
Watch over us in our time of trial.
That one works. That works. Stand still. That one works as well. That's better. I think something patience is a virtue, right? Is there a... Curses. That's annoying. Is there a workbench around here, or have I imagined it? That it has to be either or, really, on reflection. I thought I saw chunk of ooh, what that? Duct tape, but I can't find it now, so see how it goes. Ooh. My fan has now moved from cooling me down to just blowing hot air around the room, so this is usually the way.
His wings flutter, I will follow, and I will not fear the darkness of night.
Interesting looking fellow, he's got green ears. And green ears. This person's trying to pick on me. Hey! I lost the red. This is going a little bit better now. Gotcha. This bit of wrecked track is kind of annoying on the way, and it really breaks your flow as you come down the corridor. Probably meant to do, but it's still annoying. I thought we'd come here as it's full of humans, and also there's a change been made at the bottom of this mine. So we'll go have a little gander at that while we're here. I don't know if that counts. Counted. Didn't. It was an arm. It was definitely an arm. That's not happened in a while. I suppose I wasn't paying attention to my health. Alright, priority 1, avenge my death. Oh, I don't want to be pedantic, but that crosshair was right on that person's head and it still hit him in the arm.
This is a worthy death. I fear not. Come to take my...
That didn't go very well either. Right. Really need a workbench now. Struggling to think where there might be one. One got in the head. Is there one? There's a chemistry bench actually where ahead.
How will I know? Maybe I should. Forever in the light.
Do you mind? I can't see what I'm aiming at. Your bloody mollies.
Holy Mothman, I join you.
Holy Mothman.
That wasn't the head. It was. I don't know if it counted, but... Why do I feel like I'm taking more damage than usual?
I regret nothing. Blood. Oh, holy Mothman.
My final reward.
Now, how are we doing? How many more human heads do I need? 2. 2 more heads. 9, because I think there's only one more down here. That I know of. Oh, yeah. Right. Ended up with an inventory full of spoiled meat recently, and I couldn't figure out why. As it turned out, I've just remembered. It was because I picked up a whole load of ant meat that I intended to turn into red ant lager. I got absolutely loads of it, and I forgot about it. I think I just remember what it was. Like a week and a half later. Oh well. Is anybody hiding up here, which I don't anticipate? Curses. Curses. One person left that I can take out. There's our secret side passage. Here it is.
He is our shepherd, guiding us through the darkness to his divine light.
I got his head. Yep, scrap that. That went quite the way I wanted it to. Nice. Bit of buff out. It's alright. So, if we push through here, what's changed in the cave? Supposedly something has with the fishing update.
His eyes burn like
Oh, there's more down here. Wonderful. There we go. We got him. There's buckets of fish down here. Bunch of deaders. I assume the buckets of fish are what's new. You get the faces at the back there. And the creature. The interloper, I believe it's called. I don't think that was there, but I don't know. Yeah, there's buckets of fish down here, basically, that weren't here previously. Not quite as exciting as I was led to believe, but I've not dived into the lore of this too much, so... maybe there's more to it than I was aware of. I do feel like this has all been thickened up, though. Definitely wasn't so prevalent in the past. So, I need soap, mole miners, mole rats, antiseptic and adhesive, and honey beasts. Some of these things are going to be easier than others. What have we got here? Probably not. Mole miners and mole rats. Yep, I think Mount Blair Train Yard is going to be the bet. Oh, I've got a... never mind. Yeah. Did I take that picture or is somebody else take it? I feel like that might be one of Bethesda's because I don't recognise it. Recognise the location, but I don't think I took that picture. Ooh. I think it's probably a new one they've put into rotation. T45 in there. Here, I better can't see. Oh, there you are. Usually good for scrap, mole miners. Good for scrap. Here's one thing. If you need horizontal swipe with this for whatever reason. The easiest way to get it is to do a sprinting power attack because it's always a horizontal swipe. Not necessarily your best bet for you might want to achieve, but sometimes when it is, it's quite helpful to know. Some bits and pieces there as well. Going to scrap a bunch of this. Hopefully I should be able to cross off a bit more. Suppose we've never got that Hornwright industrial sign in camps. Still need more rats actually. I can get more rats quite easily and I can get soap quite easily, can't I? Real food, with sorts. Honeybeasts are going to be the hard one. And antiseptic too. What has antiseptic in it? Where's my notepad? Just about as far away on the desk as it can possibly get. Antiseptic. Abraxo. Nice. Industrial solvents. Toothpaste. Turpentine. That's not too bad, actually. I can work with that. Might even be able to find some of that here. If I'm lucky. Seems I'm not lucky. Some of the noises these creatures make are weird. Right, a compound effect of a bunch of different noises, but some of the noises in there are strange. Ooh, bee. Yeah, already cleaned that one out, so first place I went. Gotcha. I feel like getting these guys would be good with a baseball bat when they leap up into the air and you could just absolutely sprang them one with a baseball bat. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Get there eventually. How are we doing for time? Not too shabby. Lots of loading notifications. To clear my notifications. There we go. Honey beast vent in the mire. That's one I've got one eye out for as well. I suggest walking downhill, buddy. There'll probably be a river at the bottom of it. Not that I'm any kind of survival expert or anything, but it's that's a terrible rule of thumb, really, that one. Soap is called Soap because he likes to keep his hands clean of any unlawful activity. He's proud of his job, and he's even more proud that it's legal. I think they are going to be the one thing that I have the hardest time getting hold of, honey beasts. Treehouse or the event. Both in the mire, aren't they? Yeah. This is true. And if at all possible, get fast flowing water. On the other hand, it depends how immediate his need is. If he's going to boil it, it might not be too bad for him. He's got the time to boil it. Mind you don't take the time to boil it, which I assume you will have the time, because, you know, you're exactly going against the clock when it's, yeah, after the end of the world, you know. But, yeah, take this out and boil it, or end up with the runs, really, innit? Or worse. I mean, antiseptic I needed, but I suspect I've got plenty of it now. Yep. Real food and honey beasts. Yeah, it's sorted, just have to go buy beer. Doesn't sound like a terrible thing. Come is camp in Skyline Valley. Then away from the entrance to go up the road, sort of with it behind you. That's not a bad idea as well. Could head that way. One in our shallows. Possibly, yeah. Interesting wolf. How are we doing? Yeah, I've almost run out of my drink. If I decide to go and get another one, I won't be coming back with a juice, tell you that much. Treetops. Let's try treetops. Has the event spawned? It has not. No. Swing by my camp on the way, shall we? Looks pretty cool. Especially slightly out of focus, but at night. And as it comes into focus, I'm happy with this camp. You'll forgive my tooting of my own horn. This is one of my favourite techniques as well. Axe in the wood. It's a sash box as well. Tiny little bit struggle with the FPS going on here because there's a lot of detail in this camp and lighting as well. So that is the drawback to this particular approach. Treetops. Welcome back now. I suppose you brought beer, did you? Oh, there we go. Sorry. E Success. Oh, well, now all I need is lots of pre-war food. And I have no idea where I can collect a lot of pre-war food. Yellow and grey rug. Which one's that one? I don't think I have one equipped in my camp, so I'm missing something. Always possible.
When you die, can I
Early morning
harvest
lighting
you
in the mire.
or bone shards?
It's atmospheric. I need to go in the front door anyway, don't I? Monster Mash. Sunshine Meadow is a good shout. That might not be a bad idea. Monster Mash is on. I've not done Monster Mash in a million years.
Welcome, teachers and students, to Watoga High School's annual Monster Mash. Please gather in the commons and await your instructions. Teachers, race to find the monster mask. After you get it, run from the students. As you flee, candy will fall from holes in the mask. Be sure to collect as much as possible. The more candy you collect, the more supplies you will be awarded from next year's discretionary budget. There are also stashes of candy hidden around the school. Find them and refill the mask. Students, you must chase and hit the monster mask with your baseball bat like a pinata. You can keep any candy that falls out of the mask, or you can make the smart choice and turn it in for prizes. And remember, this is the only time it is permitted to hit a teacher while on school grounds, and only the one wearing the mask. On your marks. Get ready. Go.
Yeah, it always seemed like a really unwise decision, this particular event. I encourage the students to wallop the teachers with I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? What exactly do I have to do? They pick up candy when they hit me? I don't know, I can't remember. Also, I can't get the event thing to show up because it's being unhelpful. We can't persuade it that way. Yeah, it does tend to do a decent job, doesn't it? Providing candy, if you remember. I don't think, if you're involved, I don't think you need to win, though. don't know where to find the candy stashes around the school, though. Still, that's pretty well food. Not many ghoulies to pick fights with at the moment. There we go, got all the pre-roll food I need. That's fine. Has the event ended? I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. It seems to be as buggy as it ever was, to be honest. Let's get out of there anyway. Rid of some stuff. Sheffield being hilly. I do vaguely recall Sheffield being hilly from my little time I've spent there. Not massively hilly, but still hilly. Not quite what I had in mind. No, this is quite going the way I wanted it to, if I'm honest. Can't charge at ultrasonic fusion cores though, apparently, which is not as surprising as it should be. You need a separate device for that, don't you, from what I recall. Not the plan either. I think that's basically okay. Right, I'm going to sell some bits. And then we'll go and do some fishing. That's anywhere. That's where I want to be. All's flat, is it? Oh, you're on the coast there in Hull, though, so I wouldn't expect it to be particularly hilly. Well, say that, there are plenty of places on the coast that are, I suppose. So. On second thought. Can you only get onslaught damage with the Furious effect? Yes, John, you can. It's all you need the appropriate perks and things as well, but it's all built around the Furious effect, yeah. I'm kind of okay with the fishing mechanic. I'm not a big fan of fishing mechanics in general, Mov, but this one is one of the better ones, I view, on the whole. Yeah, it's not really my thing, but as fishing goes, this is decent. I'm not going to get excited about it. Reward's decent. It's generally okay and enjoyable enough to work through. It's not overbearing either. You can kind of work through it at your own pace and not feel like you're being otherwise done over or put out too much. You hear the event going off in the distance there. Anything else I want to get rid of? There's a lot of toxic goo apparently. A small error there. Yeah. Right. Speaking of, I was talking to one of the community managers about having the daily quest be startable without going to Fisherman's Rest as well. You can trigger it by... You can't trigger it without going there here at the moment, whereas most other dailies you can just turn on in your Pip-Boy. So it has been brought up to the devs that it's an annoying fact that you have to come all the way over here every time. So I've ever been at Slough either. I've been past it, but that's about it.
I could use your help if you're for hire. Aye, that I do. I'm in dire need of it. The art of fishing is one that is long lost, but greatly needed now more than ever. I need you to go fishing for me. You can keep whatever you catch. Your actions carry quite a bit of weight out here. I'm hoping that when others see you out there fighting the waves, they'll join in and help preserve this ancient art.
He's got like two-tone going on his beard, which is quite cool. Where's the customer rod?
Some fishermen tell of an old crashed skyplane near Hemlock Holes. Say there's a crater there filled with water, toxic water. Not sure if there be fish in those waters.
Right. My first trip up to Toxic Valley, I believe, to go doing this particular quest. To do any fishing, actually. Not done any up here yet. Actually, I did a bit technically somewhere up here. It should have been in Savage Divide and wasn't, but still. Hemlock Holes, off we go. Radio frequency, yeah, that would work. Or just the same way that you can do all of the others, if you just switch it on and Pip-Boy. But yeah, they do know about it, and it has been brought up. And hopefully it's something they'll fix in a subsequent update. Fish here, quite as deep as probably hoping. Oh yeah, I buggered up my fishing build, didn't I? You do something about that. My fishing spot build. Not that it matters anyway, okay. It's not for this one anyway. Yep, now it catches up. My hope is that if I put a weather machine in here, it might spread far enough beyond the build area to allow me to have rainy weather over there, but if it doesn't, I will head somewhere else, maybe. Something like... Fences, isn't it? I can't put one in here, can I? Big. Nope, that's very annoying. Oh well. And I also can't get rid of the mask either. This bug is still hanging around. Move a little further afield and see how we do. This is the area I nuke when I need violet flux. This whole valley you can turn into one big nuke zone and it's absolutely jam-packed. Really good spot. Let's just run up. A bit further over here. Come on, get me, you ugly bastard. Really? You absolutely taking the proverbial? You are a little bit, yes. Being an asshole, apparently. And I still can't get over. Look me sideways. That sort of works. There isn't really anywhere around here I can build and fish and at the same time. Look at it. Maybe over here? Look like it's going to be deep enough. It's not deep enough. Love a duck. Yeah, I can't say if I've heard anybody say anything good about Slough, I have to admit.
Someone there?
Yes, but I don't care. It's not helpful.
Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat?
I ain't got much time for anything anymore, buddy.
Goes to the
Hopefully, I think heading down this way is going to be the play, isn't it? There'll be some spots I can cast me rod and drop a camp as well. That's been promising. People against what? Oh, you're almost home. Fair enough. Can fish it. Wonderful. Can I make a camp here, though? Can I over here? And I can fish. Finally. So, I did try experimenting with a whole bunch of stuff here, but I'll stick with our oldie but goodie, I think. Now, up next. And chuck some stuff together. Hopefully this will actually work this time. Really didn't want to play nice last time. Get that one out in a minute. We're going to go there, and maybe not. Maybe it's going to go here. There's a note in that little bit of music there that made me think of The Witcher. I'm not sure if it was an instrumental thing or if it was just the same note that crops up, but it did seem somewhat related. So I need to find a home for this, really. Can. be honest, I'd more like with probably the base one. Let's see if I can get this one in there. That should work. Nope. Wonderful. Need the trigger it in. Best thing that's something is the road north. Don't tell the southerners that, they might follow it. Where are you? There you are. There we go, that works. He says, hopefully. Two more things I need to do. A couple more things I need to do. I need that. And you know what I'm going to do? Because it's cool. If it works, hopefully. Eternal big if, but anyway. Definitely, yeah. That was cool. Need to put some on that side, but I don't think that's going to work very well. So that should be fine. And the last thing I need, power connector somewhere. Don't know if that's going to work really. Not elegant, but it should do the job. Promising. So, that's that built. Here's hoping it'll bloody work now. You're about to find out. The bait barrel comes from the premium bundle that you can get in various stores external to the game, Steam and the like. On the other hand, it is not worth it, in my view. It is definitely not worth the money. It's promising. Somebody needs a big old kick in the nuts for designing such a shite system. It's got support, you dirty fucking scrotum. Fucking hate this game some days. I might fuck around with that, I might not, but to be honest, my patience is way past the point where it has expired now. Silver Homestead for antiseptic, not a bad shout. Probably could use superb bait actually and have a decent amount of luck. Now that I've got upgrades to my rod. Will I not need a power connector on the other side? No, it'll be more than wide enough, but it may also be the reason it won't place. Ah, yellow bullhead. Actually, glowing fixture is a pain in the ass. Yeah, it can be, sure. So I stick a TV show on, stick a podcast on, something like that. Put your feet up and just chill. That blueprint should place every time, as far as I can tell, but it's being awkward today, apparently. This might be a good one. Yeah, what is it? No, it's just a walleye. Particularly wriggly walleye. Sunscreen. I'm surprised that, given the design, that the sunscreen is so easy to catch. It's quite a nice design of fish, that one. Usually it's a stored one from deploying the camp, leaving the camp. Yeah, that might not be the worst idea. I think it's because I redesigned it a little bit and it's not working as well for that reason. Well, whatever. Noxious Sawgill. I don't know if I've caught this one before or not. I don't think I have. He's an ugly boy, ain't he? Still want a better float. Got a few of them now, but don't really like any of them. Yeah, a lot to do on some of those challenges. Right, that's that for the moment. Captain's Ledger. Where you can show your camp build. Oh, I'm glad you found the videos helpful, Barry. Do appreciate hearing it. Yeah, it's easier said than done. Taking some pictures, sticking them on socials is one option. It's always a bit hit and miss as to whether or not I actually get the bloody notification. That, notwithstanding that, yeah, that's an option. What did we get for our truck? I didn't want you to do that. You. Fish chowder recipe, nice. Most of it's crap, but fish chowder recipe ain't bad. How am I doing on my fishing challenges at the moment? So there we go. Got a way to go on Mark IV reel, but otherwise not doing too terribly. Going bog lurker in the Cranberry Bog, purple radpole. 15 glowing fish, wouldn't mind that. Catch the rest of the fish in Toxic Valley might be worth a shot. I think we'll carry on, do a bit more of that and see if we have any luck. Or a bit. I'm getting very, very warm. You got your way to an Mark IV reel, have you, John? Yeah, it'll definitely make life easier. I don't think they're too bad to catch, really, with a Mark III reel, as far as I can tell. I don't think anything is. I've not gone after any local legends, though, so, you know. Yeah, got some lucky RNG there. Ah, that one got away from me. Well, the first thing that has on this reel, though. I'd done better if I hadn't gone the wrong way. This is going to be a common fish. Yep, ridge trout. Bait makes a big difference in the weather. Both make a difference. According to the stats that have been pulled out, anyway. So 10. Not behind Wavy Willards, did you? Bad. And the sawgill, yeah. The axolotl took me bloody ages to get. Remember that. The game's different. How so? So hills are the bane of your fishing existence. Because you get them all the time, Steve, or because you never get them? Ah, curses. You get them all the time. No white dot in the real game. Probably a mouse and keyboard difference, I would guess. So you can track which way your mouse is moving in the within the circle. Be my guess. I haven't done it with a controller, so I don't know. Yeah, today or not. Okay. They also swim to, like, move towards the centre much slower with the tougher fish. Slightly annoying. Like I had more luck with this the other day. I don't remember where I was. Ash heap, I think. Yeah, it's the toggle camera option at the bottom. It's just so you can see it more easily. It does have its drawbacks though, in that the motion of the float is not necessarily reflected on the mini game. Well, not as obviously anyway. Not in as one-to-one away. You have to translate it in your head. Or just ignore it. Legendary fish move at snail's place and jump 7 or 8 times. Yeah, I can imagine they do. I haven't done it with the controller. There's two ways you can do it with a mouse and keyboard. You can move it with the mouse, which is what I'm doing. Or you can use the A and D rotate option. Whoop. Thought I had it there and I looked away. It was a mistake. Which I think is probably... Oh, hello, axolotl. One in the mire and one in the toxic valley. You got a tiny pleck. Don't know the significance of that. I assume you mean a breed of fish from the context, but... Yeah, I don't know why they haven't given us a fish tank, to be honest. We have other display options, but not a fish tank. But I have shouted them out on that one a few times, so... The conversation has definitely been had, and other people have said the same thing to devs as well, so... It's the sort of thing that might occur, maybe. Okay. I want them to change it so you don't just press the button to cast, but you have to actually manually cast, make a movement and do stuff yourself rather than just press E to play animation. That's just me. I've heard some people complaining that there's too much player involvement, basically. Like, oh, I have to do too much to catch fish. So, oh. No, you don't. You have to... It's not enough to it. I'd like to see them do a couple of different, like, fish tank aquarium type things, like small ones that you can put in varying rooms and maybe have 1, 2 fish in, something like that. But also a really massive one if you want it as well, so you've got options. But I definitely don't want them to just do a really massive one. Small ones that can go on like tables and things are definitely an important choice, I think. And they'll actually fit in builds better. Bloody sawgills wasting my bait. How's it going? On your lunch break. I'm slowly melting over here. Our fan has long since stopped blowing cool air around. It's now just blowing warm air around. You. And that'll do for me. I'm not flipping going on with common bait today. It's too bloody warm. Too warm for screwing around with that shit. Sweet hovel, or it will be when it loads in. There we go. I haven't really looked at it much in the blue light. Wow, I really like this back porch area. I'm very keen. Give it improved bait? You know, for like 3 or 4 days I got no improved bait out of this thing at all, and I was on quite a lot, and then suddenly it seems like the last couple of days I've got considerably more. RNG is a weird thing. Love this place. It's one of my favourite camps for a while. The vibe. Warm for you as well, right? It's been 28 at peak today here. But it's dipped a bit from that now. I don't know what it actually is. Wait till it 24, 25-ish now. Oh, no, wait, maybe down to 20. Jesus. I could live without that, great. Yeah, it says it's down to 20 according to my computer. What was my phone say? Same thing, so probably correct. But very, very, very warm. It hasn't been humid, as I say, but it has now become humid now that the evening's going on, so definitely a bit on the melty side now. Yep. Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. Sometimes I have a run of good luck and I catch a load of stuff. Sometimes I just can't catch shit. I'm not sticking with it right now though, it's too warm, and yeah, I want to open a window in a minute. I'm very, very roasty toasty in here. It was 25 for most of the day today. It's gone up since then. Up at 65% now. Threatening to reach 83% humidity by the morning. And the temperature will be down at 16 degrees there though, so... or 17 maybe. It's not going to get below 17 degrees overnight. Let's get now. It sucks, man. Gonna be a rough night. Only 5% view. Yeah, 25 all day, all afternoon for us, and that was actually really quite pleasant. Yeah, we see it up in the 80s quite frequently though, and higher. Well, the heat's so bloody horrible when they're lower temperatures in the UK. Sweaty and sticky. It's sufficiently sweaty and sticky that my phone won't recognise my fingerprint right now. Fuck you, too many attempts. It's because you're shit, that's why. It's a you problem, not a me problem. Stop being a dick. Like my phone's going to listen to me. Anyway, yeah, productive day. There was some slightly awkward and annoying challenges to do today, but it went all right on the whole. Yeah. Approaching rank 50-ish. I'm at mid-40s, I think. Something like that. And we're on 19th, so yeah, we've got loads of time on the season, so that's always good. So you keep sending you videos of Americans bitching about the heat in England. Different feel to it. Might not be as hot, but it does feel different. I managed to catch sunburn yesterday. Can't really see it in the light now, but it's fading a little bit. But camera's not showing it up that clearly. Still, you can kind of see it's fairly pink in the corner there. Actually, vaguely hints of colour in my arms. Went out for a day. It was quite nice. Yeah, absolutely melty right now. Cheers, Feline. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, it's been a good day. So, I think I am going to wrap up reasonably early and open the window because it's definitely way too warm. And I'm going to go and take steps to try and cool the place down. So, yeah. The next few days are going to be similarly absolutely sweltering, so we'll see how we get on. But hopefully I'll cope. Tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow's Friday already. We're going to play the Altars tomorrow. Was going to be today, but it's obviously we did Fallout because I didn't stream yesterday. So yeah, we'll check the Altars out tomorrow. I'll see whether or not I play over the weekend. Don't know. See what made them in. Next week I won't. We'll have a lot more intermittent streams, fewer streams and stuff. Specifically, I don't think I'll be streaming Tuesday or Wednesday. So, yeah, I've got a friend coming over, so, yeah. I might consider doing a stream on Saturday. I definitely won't be streaming next Saturday, a week on Saturday, because I have a friend come over then as well. So, yeah. Definitely don't want to be too busy. And it'd be good to see if we can catch up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping back into the Altars. We got Atom Full Cross off early in the week, and that was cool. So definitely enjoyed that, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I said I checked Oblivion, and the unofficial patch did not solve my problem, so it's going to have to sit on the back burner until that issue gets fixed, I think, because I can't be dealing with that crap. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, yeah. The Altars for the second half of the week, we'll probably play Tainted Grail the front half of the week, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, lots to be getting on with. Video-wise, I've got a short video probably that I'm going to do in the next day or two. Very, very short, but it's a fun thing. And I guess I'll have to dive into Fallout and... oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I have to jump into Fallout and hunt down some more camps because I'm running low. And I'll do a best builds video probably early next week. Yeah, we're in a kind of lull at the minute in terms of stuff happening, so until the PTS reopens and we get a look at the next update. So until then, it's a bit of a holding pattern, which sucks, to be honest, but what can you do? Anyway, folks, I do need to go and open that window because I'm absolutely sweating things that I didn't know could sweat right now. So I'll leave that to your imagination as to what. Yeah, we'll play the altars tomorrow, which should be interesting. I was going to say cool, but if it's going to be a hot day tomorrow and my computer's probably going to work very hard during that, I'm likely to be melting. We'll see how we do. Anyway, folks, have yourselves a good rest of the evening. Thank you all for dropping in. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you've enjoyed. We had a good bit of progress today, so I'm pleased with that. If you haven't already, like, subs, notification bell, always appreciated. Social media links in the description, as YouTube is as reliable as ever about telling people when I go live. So I'm posting over there with all my uploads and my yeah, all my streams and stuff. So you get a heads up via Blue Sky or via Facebook. I've got Instagram down there as well, and that's got slightly less frequent use, but not a lot less. I've got some nice pictures from varying games and stuff, so yeah, if you want to have a look at that, check it out. Otherwise, channel membership is on the blue join button if you're interested. I very much appreciate. And yeah, we'll, as I say, pick up the altars tomorrow, which would be cool, and then Tainted Grail Monday, and then I guess we'll be back to presumably maybe Fallout, maybe the altars on Thursday, and we'll see. Friday will almost certainly be the altars next week. Yeah, should be good. They haven't made up the pit on the dials for ovens at home. My experience, that temperatures that ovens claim to be is decidedly made up. Anyway, that's the whole thing. Right. Have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Thank you all for hanging out. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. I'll catch you for some altars around about 8 o'clock-ish tomorrow. Depending on how hot it is, I may push it back a little bit, let the temperature dip a bit, but it's probably not going to help much. So, yeah, might as well do 8 o'clock. Anyway, until then, look after yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow. No, folks. There.
Thank